Wake up. Wakey, wakey, wakey. Question: did you get after it today? Did you get after it? Or did you let it escape from you? Did you let them escape from you? Did you let it escape from you? Did you get your money? Who's got your money? Do you even know who has your money? Grant Cardone asks that question every single day. Do you know why? Because those that respect money, money returns to them, right? Those who disrespect money, money runs away from them. So it disappears, it dissipates, it disintegrates, it goes bye-bye. So every single day you should be counting, tracking, looking. Where's this going? Where's that going? What's coming in? What's going out? What's being invested? What's my return? How am I reinvesting? How am I thinking? How am I growing? How am I stacking? Etc., etc., etc. Right? Life is not all about money. Life is about being happy. People say money don't make you happy. No, it doesn't? Okay, try being poor and then tell me that money doesn't make you happy. Try being broke and tell me that money doesn't make you happy. Try being piss poor, like a pauper, which I was, right? So I'm not picking anyone out here. I'm saying I was piss poor, absolutely broke as fuck, and borrowing from every single person, here, there. And the question becomes then, why? Sometimes it's circumstantial, right? Sometimes you cannot do anything about it. I'll never say you can never do anything about it, but sometimes there are situations where life just throws you a curveball, shit happens, it's a little fucked up. So, you ain't got money, right? However, I know lots of people who've been in that situation, including myself, who then had to figure out ways to get money, to make money, to understand money, and to respect money. Those who respect money, money respects them. Money is a tool that you can use to better the lives of other people. Should be, in my opinion, to better the lives of other people. Should be also, first, to better the life of yourself, right? So you get money, you better your own life, and then therefore you become more knowledgeable, more skillful. When you spend that money wisely, then you can help other people. So it's about giving away, but it's about giving to yourself. So receiving so that you can give, right? But not giving to receive. No. Receiving. So you receive, you go along, you create services, you create products, you create whatever that is that you want to do. You do that, or you work a 9-to-5 job, whatever suits you, right? No judgment here. There are millions of people worldwide who are very happy in a 9-to-5 job, who went to college for years and years and years and years and years to study for that exact specific profession, and they are a success. What is successful? Well, by Napoleon Hill, success is defined as if the person, let's say a mother, wants to be a mother, right? Wants to be at home, wants to have a family, raise children, and wants 4 or 5 children and wants to raise them. And she's done everything in her power up until that point and does that every single day. She's a success. That's defined as success, right? The man who went to college to become a doctor, who saves people's lives, he's a success. But you're a success, I'm a success, if we have set out to do what we want to do in the day and moment we're in, to accomplish a certain thing, and you accomplish that, you are successful. Don't become a drifter, right? Drifting it was explained in Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Drifting. If you start drifting, it means you have no definiteness of purpose, right? You need to have a definiteness of purpose. If you have a definiteness of purpose backed by action and you're laser focused, you are going to be successful, right? Compounding action. I was speaking to Daniel about this today. Compounding action over and 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 over again. No matter how much you feel like doing it. Oh, I don't really feel like it today. Well, fuck you then. If you don't feel like it. I'm not saying that to you, I'm saying it to me, right? That's how I speak to myself. You might say, oh, Alexander, you should be loving to yourself, my child. Yes, I am indeed, but I'm also very, very focused, determined, and I'm also super, I use profanity on myself to make myself do shit. For example, the last morning I didn't really feel like getting up. I didn't really feel like going for a cold shower, freezing shower in the morning first thing. I didn't really feel like driving from one place to another. I didn't really feel like eating that day. I didn't really feel like this. I didn't really feel like that. Blah, 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 blah. Who gives a shit if I feel about like it or not? It doesn't really matter if you feel like it. Oh, I don't feel like it. Okay. What are your choices? What are your alternatives? You don't feel like doing something. Okay. Well, then what are the consequences of you not doing that 5 years from now, or 10 minutes from now, or 15 minutes from now? And what are the consequences of you doing that? Right? Pros and cons, negative, positive. What is it that you're going to do in the situation when you're like, oh, I just don't feel like it? I say to myself, this is what I say. When I say I don't feel like doing something, I say, fuck you. Get up, get out, and do it. That's what I say. I say it to myself. I say, oh, poor you. I have a dialogue, right? An inner dialogue that goes on. Poor you, you don't feel like it. Oh, poor you, poor you, poor you. Yeah, I will be fucking poor if I don't do it. Whether that's money-wise or relationship-wise or business-wise or whatever, right? All of those things, if I don't do something, there's going to be a reaction to me not doing that action that I should have been doing to get where I'm wanting to go. So have excuses if you want, but you're going to suffer the consequences. So my little rant from the car, sitting here in a car park in central Poland, beautiful, beautiful day. Didn't really feel like going for a run a while ago. Had to meet a man about a dog, let's say, right? Had to meet someone for a business opportunity / thing that was going on. Had to wait for that person an hour because they were an hour late. That's about being punctual as well. Being on time is a good thing. That would be wonderful if the man was on time. He wasn't, however, it's okay. But I decided to use that time wisely. How did I use that time wisely? Well, I saw that I didn't get my run in today. Why? Because I was very busy. Busy. Ooh. Busy. You were busy. Let me close this door. You were busy. Yes, I was busy. However, there are 24 hours in a day. Right? 24 hours in a day. Was I too busy for that 45 minutes while I was waiting for that guy to go for a run? You see, I'll tell myself I'm too busy. What did I say to myself? Fuck you. Get up, get out of the car, and run. That's it. That's all I have to say to myself. You see, when you have mastered the art of being able to get yourself to do shit, when you have been in enough pain that you know that when you don't do it, there are consequences, and those consequences are painful, i.e. being broke, being fucking having poor health, let's say, or being out of breath going up the stairs because I ate 10 fucking pizzas, in the last week, or I hit McDonald's 7 times or whatever, right? I don't do that anymore, but I did that for a long period of time and I suffered the consequences, i.e., being unfit, being unhealthy, not having enough energy, not feeling good. When you know those consequences, then when the time comes for you to run or go to the gym or do whatever, right? If you're practicing a sport or something, or martial art, when it comes for you time to do that, then you'll do that. When life kicks your ass enough because of the mistakes that but because of the consequences the decisions that you've chosen, right? The consequences therefrom. When your ass has been kicked enough by those consequences, you will learn. Or you'll continue in that way and you're in so much pain and you're at the point of no return where you're like, right, that's it, I'm giving up. And that's a sad place to be. It's a sad, sad place to be. That's when the soul says, uh-oh, I want to exit. I've seen it multiple times. Very, very sad. And we're talking about suicide here, where people actually do take their own lives, right? And I've seen it, friends of mine and stuff like that. Very, very sad, very tragic. And so you can say I'm depressed, right? And I'm not saying that there isn't clinical depression and stuff like that. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. Not saying there's not anxiety. I'm not saying there aren't these things. They are there. However, I know people who are chronically depressed who got up and started running and they got out of that, right? So I'm not saying about medication, this and that. I don't know, right? Not a doctor. However, those things that you can do in the day and moment you're in, you should do, right? And I rarely use the word should. You should if you want to better your life. If you want to be happier, healthier, more joy, more money, more freedom, and get your finances in order, right? I was speaking to few people over the last few months, and they tell me, yeah, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. And these people are all very successful, and I've watched what they've done. I'm like, wow, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to learn from these people who are where I want to be, right? 5-10 years out into the future, right? Real estate investments, this and that, many different things that I learn from those people because I get around those people, right? You are the 5-10 people you hang around with, right? Whatever they say. If you can't hang around with them physically, hang around with them virtually. Get in masterminds. Start talking. Start networking. Say, hey, can I give you some value in relation to this? Hey, man, can I do that? You might not have money for masterminds. Tell you something. If you work for free, that's right, for free, give value to somebody enough times, maybe you get invited into that mastermind. Maybe you end up having a skill that you're just really good at that now they're hiring you to do. Maybe you're in that mastermind for free. And then don't be a beep, I'm going to say, when they give you that for free, when you get the skills and you learn and you implement and you start making money, pour back into them, right? Pour back into that person. If someone has a book to sell, buy that book, right? If you're broke, go download it as a PDF or something. Read that book, get the skills and knowledge you need to learn, but then go pay for that book, right? Later. So not just, now I'm going to take it for free, right? Because you want to get, but you don't want to give. Why? Programming, I'll get everything for free. That's why you're broke. That's why you're broke, busted, and disgusted, because you want everything for free. So you don't understand the energy exchange. What you put out, you get back. So give. That's what this video is about. I'm ranting this evening. It's a good rant though. I feel happy. And instead of this being in my head, it might as well be on camera, because it might help one of you people out there. One of you wonderful souls who are residing within physical earth suits that we call bodies on this planet. That's spinning or it's not spinning. I don't know. I don't care. We're here for a short period of time or a long period of time, or however fleeting that may be. We don't know, right? But it's really, really important to gain financial literacy. Know how to invest, right? Know how to prepare, know how to plan for the future. You cannot plan for every single eventuality. You cannot do that. However, you can plan, right? Great mentor of mine, used to work on a building site with him, used to tell me multiple times, I've said this in a few videos, 7 P's, mate. I was on a building site, right? I went over and I left a bit of dirt in the corner. He said, mate. He pulled me up by my shoulder. He said, mate, get over and clean it fucking up. I thought, who's this guy? Who's this guy to tell me that? The man is a phenomenal gentleman. Ex-military. Great guy. Learned so much from him, so much discipline. I went over, I swept it up. I thought, whatever, didn't like the guy. He said, 7 P's, mate. Prior planning preparation prevents piss poor performances. Never forget it. That's my British accent. Darling, my British accent. Anyway, 7 P's, right? I'm going to add to that, and I'm going to say command attention when you speak. Command attention when you walk into a room. Let your energy be felt. Hold good positive energy, and when you walk into a room, energy is louder than words. When you walk in, you speak, how's it going, etc., etc. Survey the room. Look, see. Intuitively, you've been given that. You just haven't practiced it yet. Not enough. This I never had until I started doing networking in person. Not just virtually, whatever. Walking into a room with people, That's why a strong handshake is good. That's why looking your best is good. That's why brushing your teeth is good, right? You need to look good, smell good, feel good, present yourself well, understand what you're speaking about, and then speak sense. Know when to shut up, know when to listen. Know when to listen, know when to talk. If you're around people who are much more well off than you, well versed than you, whatever, listen. You don't have to talk all the time. Silence is key. I'm not doing it in this video because I want to get across a point, but silence between words. For example, I'm speaking, I pause, right? I let the other person speak. I listen. I don't just, it's in one ear, it's out the other. Listen. You'd be surprised what you learn, right? So a lot of interesting things here. What I wanted you to take away from this video is number 1, financial literacy. Start investing, right? Compound interest. I wish I learned that at 12 years old. I didn't, learn about compound interest, get it going, get your investments going, get into real estate if you can, get in early if you can, but understand the pitfalls and, understand the pitfalls, understand passive income. And people are all like, yeah, passive. Like, go and fucking make income first. I hear this shit the last couple of weeks about like passive from a load of people. Like, I talk to a bunch of people, I mentor a whole bunch of people now. I didn't for years, and I get mentored by people, and that's wonderful. Passive. This is what I hear. And I said it literally. I was like, why the fuck are you looking for passive when you haven't even learned the skills you need to learn to manage a team, to put them out to work, to get actually something spinning that's giving you revenue? Never mind passive. First gain regular, normal, your trading services for time, value, money, goods, etc. Then you outsource quickly if you understand your business. Then you get passive. Then you take that money, you put it into investments. That becomes, boom, boom, boom. Compound that. So financial literacy, compound interest, looking your best, feeling your best as much as you can, right? Speaking well, being kind to other people, giving, give. Even if it's not a lot. I remember when I had nothing, I was on social welfare in Ireland, I would still give a lot, right? Because I understand that early energy. When you give out, what you give out comes back. You might not always be able to give, monetary, what do I want to say? Like, I lost my train of thought. You might not always be able to give money, but you can give time or energy or effort or value to somebody, right? And a lot of times that comes back as something completely different. I remember a client we worked with that we did so much stuff for, and I was thinking at one point, I was like, are you serious? Like, how much stuff have we poured into this guy? And this guy sent us a lady, and she checked out for 24 grand, right? Like, I'd say a month and a half later, checked out for 24 grand. And I was like, wow, all that stuff just came back. That's what it is, right? It's like, you have to understand it and you have to practice it. And that's a lot of the time where the mindset, the lack of abundance mindset comes from that. Oh, no, I don't have enough. Then you won't have enough ever. Get rid of the mindset of I don't have. How can I make enough? How can I get enough? How can I? Not, I can't. You can't, you won't, you never will. And you're going to be piss poor until the day you die if you're thinking that way. Think about, how can I? Then figure out the way how to do it, and then do it with massive action until you get results, which you will if you persist, like anything. You keep planting seeds, they will grow. You get that, right? You get your money, you figure out where your money is, you get that, you recycle it, you put it back into your business, right? A lot of the time I hear people say, yeah, made this much last year, great. Could have made that much last year. Why? didn't spend on the staff, didn't spend on the business. Broke mindset, keep money, hoard. The parable of the talents, the Bible, given, X amount was given to one. What did he do with it? He went and buried it. X amount was given with the other, went out and made more. X amount was given to the other, went out and made more. You are my servant with who I am well pleased. Right? You are my servant with who I am well pleased. To the one who went out and made it multiply. Start to make it fucking rain for yourself and your family, If you sit back and you don't do what you can do, you will be in immense pain. Look 5, 10, 15 years out into the future. Napoleon Hill also says it in, is it Think and Grow Rich? Where he said, walk down any street in the United States. This is what he says in the book. It could be anywhere in the world, right? But walk down any street in the United States. Start with your neighborhood. And ask people, how much are you going to be worth when you're 60? And he says, watch at the blank stares you get. Blank. Boop. When I'm 60, why would you be asking me that? Not enough thought about this stuff. Not enough poured into people. Knowledge. I didn't have it. I learned it. I put it into action. I'm doing very well. And I'm doing better every day. But I can say that now because of what happened. However, I want to give back as much as I can. As much money as I can, as much training as I can, as much this as I can, as much that as I can. I want to give back to people who were where I was, if they want it, right? Because if they don't want it, you can't help them. And you also cannot transmit something you haven't got. How can you transmit something you haven't got? You're going to be, I'm going to help that person, I'm going to help this person, I'm going to help that person, but you haven't got a fucking iota what you're talking about. So if you are somebody who's in that mindset, and you think, I want to help this person, I want to help that person, first, focus on yourself, build yourself up, gain the skills and knowledge and skill sets and all of those things that you need to do. Start making it yourself, then start giving to them. Also give before that, but give to them then when you have that knowledge, right? And it's turned into a long video. That's great though, because it's all information for you that you can use. If you don't like this video, that's cool. Just pass on by. The message doesn't resonate with you. That's perfectly okay. I listen to multiple videos daily, pick out bits and pieces here and there. And a lot of stuff doesn't resonate with me and I never watch them again. And then some of the stuff does resonate with me. I take it and I roll with it and I see what I can do with that. So take what you want and leave the rest. Have a beautiful, blessed, fantastic day. And if you're struggling, right? If you're struggling, know that it is not going to get better if you don't do anything. That's probably the best thing I could tell you. After my whole journey, and still, I'm on the journey, right? But if you think that something's going to happen, it ain't. Remember, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction. You just do nothing, you get nothing. You do something, you get something. You do a lot, you get a lot. Might not get the lot immediately, but over time, like I said, compound. And compounding, compound interest, compound anything, works in two ways, positive or negative, right? Start compounding positive actions, affirmations, energy, positive things, and your life will flourish. It'll grow up. It'll be beautiful. That is what you need to compound. If you compound negative, i.e., sleeping until this time, going to McDonald's 7 days a week, I'm not saying, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I'm sure there are people that do it, right? But all those things, not going to the gym, not doing this, not doing that, not putting in the work and effort on your business, not following up, not doing calls, not doing whatever business you're in, I don't know. But all of those is going to compound negatively and affect your business, affect your life, affect your health, affect your relationships. So more stuff you do that compounds positively, I can't even talk this evening, positively, then you will be in a much better position. That is it. Alexander Jim signing out. Night, night.